Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. The topic for the webinar is the art of business storytelling with the data. Next slide. Like it's hosted by Navkara Consulting, and a recorded version of this webinar will be available on Navkara YouTube channel. We'd love to hear from you at the end of the webinar. If you have any questions, please write on the chat window. Uh, yeah, like today's speaker of this webinar is Vaishnavi, myself, and this is a bit about me. Yeah, this is a confidentiality note. And about Navkara, Navkara is a leading global consulting company that is specialized in digital transformation. We serve clients across spectrum of industries, including healthcare, public sector, federal, and commercial. Yeah, from this presentation, you will understand the following, like understanding the context, choosing an appropriate visual, identifying and eliminating clutter, drawing attention where you want your audience to focus, and thinking like a designer. And I'm going to cover these topics in today's session: data visualization versus data stories, data visualization overview, analyzing and understanding dashboard, detailed steps to analyze data story, data points and data visualization example, how to tell a story with data and analytics, examples of some chart types available, and data visualization libraries and tools. Before going to the presentation, a small intro. Only 5% of the people remember the numbers or statistics, while 63% is remember the story. Because stories persuade twice as much compared to hard story. Storytelling is great for building a stronger relationship with your audience. Every business want to make good decisions, and good decisions rely on good information. But how you communicate that information matters. Now coming to the data stories versus data visualization. Data stories is ultimately about understanding context and inspiring change or action. Data visualization is simply a visual representation of information. Data stories connect the audience with the data, while data visualization supports and enhances data stories, helping you communicate. Good data stories have three main elements: data, visualize, and narrative. Together, these elements put your data into context and pull the most important information into focus for key decision makers. Data visualization overview. This might be basic charts and tables that are generated from a spreadsheets or dashboards. Using data visualization allows you to draw everyone into the story in more creative ways. The art of storytelling using data is usually guided by these key aspects. For any storytelling using data visualization should have three key elements like relevant data, appealing visuals, engaging narrative. The first one is understanding the context. Yes, first we have to identify the audience, like, and also identify a story. The first step of telling a good story is to uncover a story worth telling. As you consider different stories, ask yourself, what are you trying to explain? What are your goals? And are you trying to get buy in on a proposal? Analyzing dashboard. Yeah. I'm here. I'm trying to explain about the dashboard. Here you can see, for example, the loan applications is shown in a dashboard. So here in dashboard is nothing but all in one. It shows. So here it's showing in bars, charts, lines, and pie chart. Yeah, what is dashboard? Dashboard is a type of GUI, graphical user interface, which provides at a glance views of KPIs relevant to a particular objective or business process. It is accessible through cloud by web browser and is usually linked to regular updating data sources, which is usually one page. The benefit of dashboard is customizable, all in one, and can drill into detail. Benefits of a dashboard: time saving, efficiency, better forecasting and decision making, enhanced visibility. Here visualization. Visualization is regarding the graphical presentation of information intending to provide the viewer with a quality to understanding of the data. The graphical representation may entail manipulation of graphical entities such as points, lines, shapes, images, text, etc., and attributes such as color, size, position, shape, etc. Detailed steps to analyze data story. First, we need to identify the problem. Yeah, problem statement identifies challenges in the organization. Objective specifies the overall goal of the problem. Conclusion, like what we are finding, mainly key insights useful for the business. Tableau is a tool. It has measures and dimensions. Tableau calls its measures and dimensions, which is qualitative and quantitative data, but Google Data Studio prefers metrics and dimensions. Breaking the raw data into data visualization is the fastest way to get to the point and forecast the future or make a decision. Analyzing data to find something, putting the story across the consumer of the data. Yeah, here data points and data visualization example. Computers are good with numbers as good with data as humans are good with pictures. Trends, patterns, exceptions are all easier to spot if we look at pictures rather than tables of data. Here is an example shown below. In the first picture, there is a data point, so we can't infer anything from this data, while the second picture shows some pictures, like some information is giving that which is linear or non-linear through data points. So the second picture is more relevant to the audience, to the human, so that we can infer something from the pictures rather than data. And how to tell a story with the data and analytics. Yeah, first of all we need to identify a story. For identifying, you can start by asking a question or forming a hypothesis, then compiling and digging into relevant data to find answers. Yeah, there are several ways to approach data to uncover a story. First one is looking for correlations. Yeah, we have to look whether what connections do you see between data points? Are they relevant or irrelevant? Are there any interesting or any surprising correlations? This relationship can provide a compelling foundation for a story. Second one is identifying trends. Yeah, trends indicate the direction which something is changing or developing, which is a forward trend or a downward trend, upward trend or downward trend. Drawing comparisons. Comparisons and rankings can help you uncover interesting correlations and understand how data relates to one another and why. And look for outliers. Data that does not fit in which the rest of your data set can be just as useful to you. Outliers are any data that act unusually or outside the norm. Look for outliers and ask why. Why is the data behaving? Like, what is the cause? Pay attention to data that are counterintuitive. Similar to your outliers, pay attention to any data that is surprises you. When you evaluate trends or compare data, are there any results that you did not expect? What might cause those results? Like some of the most compelling stories are those that are unexpected. And second point is be aware of your audience. We have to understand the audience pulse, whether are they feeling interesting or boring. Always be aware of your audience when developing and sharing your data stories. If the story you want to tell is not relevant or interesting to your intended audience, it won't have the impact you want. Um, yeah, we have to be very careful about the audience demographics like age, their profession, and subject matters expertise will affect how they understand and respond to your stories. Next one is build your narrative. With your data in hand and audience in your mind, you can start developing a narrative. Consider like who are you talking to and what do you want your audience to know or do. How can you use your data to make your point? A narrative is not just an explanation of your data. A good data story should take your audience on a journey. To do this, your story should have some of the context. And use visuals to present and clarify your message. So, finally, a good data story needs visuals. Visuals are a powerful way to engage your audience and improve retention. Um, so, here data analyst will come into the picture. When data analysts review and present the data, a story can help them communicate complex ideas and simplify the decision making process for stakeholders. This is saying by a professor, like a narrative is the way we simplify and make sense of a complex world. It supplies context, insight, interpretation, all the things that make data meaningful and in analytics more relevant and interesting. So here I try to show some of the examples of some chart types available for various scenarios, and these are the most commonly available. For comparison scenario, we'll use a line, bar, staked, bubble, table, word cloud, radar, bullet, tack load, and gauss. For distribution scenario, we'll use bar, column, scatter, and area plots. For composition scenario, bar plot, stake, table, pie charts, dovenet, waterfall, and tree maps. For trend, line, bar, staked, combo, sparkline, and motion chart. For relationship, scatter plot, bubble, motion chart, table, network diagram, perform network diagram. For performance scenario, gauss, heat map, bullet tip. For hierarchy scenario, we'll use tree map, network diagram. So here I'd like to explain more about the Tableau because it is the most widely used common data visualization tool for any analyst or for any data scientist. Tableau has measures and dimensions. So in Tableau, the most common type of measurement is we'll take it over a time, trends. Trends over time can be represented in many ways, but we often see this as a line or bar chart. For breaking down this data into visualization is the fastest way to get to the point and forecast the future for making a decision. It makes very easily to forecast using Tableau visualization. Next one. This is the data visualization packages in R and Python. Most commonly used are Seaborn, Matplotlib, the library is commonly used in Python, and ggplot2 is used in R. And data visualization tools. These are the data visualization tools like Tableau, Click. Click and Tableau are most commonly used, and Power BI tool also. Um, yeah, we have to remove the clutter because humans' brains have a finite amount of mental processing power. Yeah, in a conclusion, I like to tell that we have to remember that the story is not for you, the story is for the audience. Thank you.